Hey everyone, welcome to Keto and Crime. Just a really quick update on our favorite ballistic Barbie, Lori Vallow. Judge ruled late last week that her trial would be suspended indefinitely. So with 𝗙𝗵𝗹𝗶𝗀's pending request to sever the trial and push his back to October 2023 so that his defense team can prepare for the sentencing trial, as this is going to be a death penalty case. We will see no trial in January. Lori Vallow, under Idaho law, cannot be tried at all until she is deemed worthy or competent. My definition and their definition of competence are two different things, but anyway, by the letter of the law, she cannot be tried until she is, deemed competent to stand trial. There's still no word on the Daybell ruling, but the fact that the judge has indefinitely suspended Lori Vallow's trial leads me to believe that, of course, Chad's will also be extended in the hopes that they will both be ready for trial by October of 2023. So a year from now. I don't know if the judge will eventually sever the trials. If Lori's competency takes over a year to decide, or even indefinitely to decide, he will probably go ahead, I'm guessing, and sever those trials, and so that we can at least get 𝗙𝗵𝗹𝗶 tried for the murder of Tammy Daybell and his part in the case of JJ and Tylee. At least get the Tammy Daybell question settled, because I don't think Lori has been implicated in that case. So I say go ahead and sever them and at least try him for that. And then if we have to rejoin them for Tylee and JJ, that's just something we have to do. Also, we still have the Arizona charges over Charles Vallow pending against Lori. No announcements there. I think they're probably watching the Idaho case very closely. So that's where we are. No trial coming in anytime soon, unless the judge rules against 𝗙𝗵𝗹𝗶. I will keep you updated on those. Very disappointing. I look back at cases where this has been a question, and some of them, particularly in the case of Elizabeth Smart, who was abducted and assaulted from 2002 to 2003 by two perpetrators. It took almost 8 years for one of them, Brian David Mitchell, to be ruled competent to stand trial. And if you'd like me to cover that case, definitely let me know below. It was a very similar case. As far as the type of insanity that was being put forward, it was very spiritual, religious in nature. Not that I'm saying that any religion would condone what they did, but he was involved with the 𝗟𝐿. It was a similar vein of insanity, if that makes sense. So if you'd like me to cover that, let me know. But I'm looking at them. It took 8 years for one of them to be judged competent to stand trial. We could very well be in that same lane with Lori Vallow. I don't know if she'll ever be competent to stand trial. Now, there is the hope that Arizona, since they do have an insanity plea, not guilty by insanity plea, that they may go ahead and force her into trial at some point for Charles Vallow. But that means that Tylee and JJ may never see any justice. At least it's going to be a long, long time. And since the death penalty is being sought in this case, I really think they're going to try to push it out as far as they can, because they know they've got her. They've got her with the preponderance of the evidence, beyond any reasonable doubt. They could get her either way in this case. So, yeah, that's the state of it. That's where we are right now, and I'm very upset. I'm even more upset for the Woodcocks. They have been through so much, but to see the people that they know and that everybody knows did this to their precious grandchild or grandchildren. They appear to have just as much love for 𝗠𝗏 as they did for JJ. Just being able to push the punishment, you know, further and further out. And as I sit here, you know, I'm not a violent person. I don't consider myself a violent person. But as I sit here thinking about these monsters, at least Lori, I mean, those were her children. Part of me keeps thinking about all the serial killers, from Jeffrey Dahmer to, you know, Loeb from the Leopold and Loeb video I uploaded yesterday, that were killed by inmates. I'm not going to say it out loud, but you know what I'm thinking. Yeah. And if you believe in God, may God forgive me for thinking that, but I can't help it. And I'm sorry. I think those thoughts, and it's hard not to think those thoughts and just hope that some jailhouse justice would get dealt. But probably not. They're probably keeping her in solitary confinement and just to prevent that from happening. But I want the Woodcocks and I want Kobe Ryan to have justice. I do. And most of all, I want JJ and 𝗠𝗏 to have justice. I want Tammy Daybell to have justice. And it's just so disheartening to see this happen. But in any case, that's the update. I hope that we have a better outcome with Daybell's. Maybe they go ahead and try him, like I said, for Tammy. I hope so. And with that being said, I'll be back soon with my review of Rope, as well as some other great Halloween videos. And until then, keto and crime.